Hey guys, and welcome to this video lecture, Properties in Objective-C. So here we have a project we've made in the previous tutorial, and as you know we have an instance variable age for which we created the setter and the getter methods. So there is actually a simpler way we can achieve that by using properties. So we say property, and between rounding parentheses we usually put non-atomic, which means this is not thread safe. If you don't understand what means not thread safe, don't worry, as we will discuss it later. And then we put the type, and as integer in our case, and the name of the property, which is like age. We can delete these two lines now, and what this will do, this will create the setter and the getter for us. But the setter doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this. Very simple, right? It doesn't check anything. Let's try to compile, just to make sure everything is fine. And also, in this case, because it seems like we have a lot of code, we have age and the same age but with the underscore, we can actually delete this. But if we are trying to compile it now, we have error, because the compiler doesn't know about this age instance variable. So we can tell it that there is an instance variable called _age, which this property should use by using synthesize, and the name of the property equals to underline age, semicolon. Now we can compile and everything is fine, we have no error. In case you only want to override the setter, because the getter is very simple and the compiler will do the same on our behalf, we can just delete that. It's still fine, and we can even delete this line. So we only need to insert this line whenever we override both the getter and the setter, but as a good practice you can leave it if you want. Depends on your choice. And because we now have a property, we don't declare any instance method like setter and getter. The compiler kind of will do this everything for us. We can use something called the dot syntax. For example, we can say instead of this line we can say person dot age equals 25, and we can say nslog age equals %d %ld. We need to cast it to long, and we say person dot age, which is basically the same as calling person like this, not like this, but like this. If we run, we can see that we have a message age equals 25. If we replace this using dot syntax, we have the same result. So here we call the getter, here we call the setter.